One of Houston's finest is being recognized internationally after he helped stop a gunman who had already shot him and two of his fellow officers.
Fox 26's Dominique Keith joining us live in 3rd Ward, where the man fired dozens of shots at Houston police officers. Dominique.
Yeah, Officer N. Gatson is now Officer of the Year because you may remember the gunman he helped stop was shooting at Houston police officers with a handgun that had been converted into a machine gun. And not only did he shoot 3 officers, he also carjacked a woman. But what Officer Gatson did next helped end that unbelievable crime spree.
We didn't want to chase. We didn't want a shooting on the streets.
And all of the above happened. All of the above and then some, as you can see from Houston police officer N. Gatson's body cam footage.
That could have been our coffin, but it wasn't.
Fortunately, this father and family man is still here with his loved ones. That day in January of last year, Officer Gatson and his partner were headed as backup to a domestic violence call. The alleged abuser took off in his car, leading police on a chase, and he crashed here on McGowan in 3rd Ward. Investigators say Roland Caballero then opened fire on officers.
Shooting into our vehicle, striking Officer Hayden in the arm first, rendering his shooting arm inoperable. From a tactical standpoint, I was trying to make sure I was taking the right measures not to get myself injured, my partner's injured, and to mitigate civilian death. I probably got 7 to 9 shots into the vehicle before the suspect shot me through my heel.
You see me drop my first magazine. That was my body's initial reaction to pain.
After he's shot, Officer Gatson immediately starts running after the man who's shooting at him with an altered handgun that can fire 50 bullets in 4 seconds.
I was in front of Officer Alvarez when he shot. He missed me and struck Officer Alvarez in his femur.
Detectives say Caballero then carjacked this white Mercedes, but Officer Gatson squeezed another round, shooting Caballero in the neck. Bleeding profusely, Caballero barricaded himself in a house, and after nightfall, he surrendered. Officer Gatson took me back to the scene where he says his combat training in the Marines helped that day when a residential street in Houston seemed to turn into a war zone.
In hindsight, you try to think of things you could have done better. So sometimes I have sat here on the street and thought of things I could have done better.
This Houston hero has now been recognized as such, receiving the International Association of Police Chiefs Officer of the Year Award.
I do believe God was watching over us.
Now, miraculously, no one was killed that day. All 3 officers who were shot have recovered. Now, as for Caballero, he is in jail awaiting trial. And we want to congratulate our Houston hero, Officer of the Year, Officer N. Gatson. Congratulations to you. Reporting live in 3rd Ward, I'm Dominique Keith, Fox 26 News.